Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. That was a stupid intro, I don't know why I did that. Anyways, welcome back. Today's video is something that I haven't done before. I've had similar videos, but nothing quite like this. I've done videos of, kind of like Allie Glines' videos of a full face of nothing new. And I've done videos of makeup that I never reach for. This one is different. These products are products I completely forgot about. For one reason or another, whether it be I just had them put away somewhere I couldn't see. Recently I cleaned and organized my desk and my drawers. If you follow me on Instagram, that video is on there. If not, I'll go ahead and put my Instagram up here. But yeah, I cleaned my desk and organized everything, and I found some stuff I forgot that I owned. I finally put a picture up. I tried hanging my hanging shelves and it didn't work out. And as you can see, I sort of have brows on. I kept them light today. I didn't have a brow product that I forgot about, so I just put those on. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. So I am gonna start with eyes today because the palette I'm using is dark. This is from Crown Cosmetics, I believe. I got this in a BoxyCharm a long time ago, like, it's been a while. This is their Glam Metals palette. The mirror is like a little guitar. It looks like this, so it's like grungy and darker colors. But we're gonna play around with that today. And then I'm just going to use the concealer I plan on using for my eyelids. And I didn't have a concealer that I like totally forgot about because I only own like 5. But this is one that I use the least, and sometimes I do kind of forget I have it because it's not one that I love. This is the CoverGirl Outlast All Day. This shade is a little dark, but the foundation I'm using, that shade's a little dark too, so it should be alright. I'm just going to use the mirror for my Sofx palette. I'm not using this palette, I just want to use the mirror because it's bigger. Like, look how big this mirror is. Like, that's insane. It's dirty. So I'm just gonna prime / conceal the eyelids. Ooh, I put way too much on that. Oh boy, that was a lot. And I just use my finger to tap it in. I still don't own an actual eyeshadow primer, eye primer. Like, I don't yet. I don't buy makeup often. If you didn't know that, we have kids, and you know, sometimes money's tight and we just can't, so I don't. I did place a ColourPop order recently using Afterpay. If you don't know what that is, it's where you can purchase something on certain websites, like ColourPop, for example, and you can make payments on it, like I think it breaks it down to 4 or 5 payments. So it's kind of nice to do that every now and then, just because I miss having new makeup to play with. But all right, those are concealed / primed, and I'm going to just use my Maybelline Fit Me powder to set them. I'm not using that powder today because I can't forget about that powder. That powder is that bitch for me. It is. Charlie's protesting bedtime, if you heard that. Alright, so since this palette does not have transition shades, they're pretty dark shades, I'm going to use the bronzing / contouring shade I'm going to use later. I won't show you what that is yet, but I'm going to use that in my crease as my transition shade. I'll start with my Alamar Cosmetics brush. I need to order another one. Like, not that there's anything wrong with this one, I just need more. I need it back up. I'm excited because in that ColourPop order, I did order some new eye brushes because none of my eye brushes are like, except for like this one and a few others, are like fantastic. So I'm excited about that. All right, so I'm gonna take this bronzer contour shade and just use that as a transition shade. Nothing too dark, just to get a wash of color down. Alright, so we just have that down for an initial color to give some more definition. So I'm filming this video today, which is Thursday, and I think I'm going to upload it tomorrow, Friday. And then on Saturday, I am filming my first weigh-in check-in video, which I'm nervous about. And I will talk about that more here in a second. I'm going to take a brush of some kind. Alright, I'm going to take my Morphe M441 brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Glam Rock, which is this one right here. It looks, is it metallic? No, it's pretty matte. Okay, because it looks like it does have a little sheen to it, but it's not, I wouldn't call it metallic at all. And I'm going to put that in to the crease, focusing it on the outer corner. To deepen that up a little bit. I kind of like that color actually. Blended really nicely. A little too much pigment on this one. Alright, because I did go in a little heavy-handed on that side, I'm going to take that bronzer shade and just kind of pretty sad when you have to yell at your husband to be quiet instead of your children. Anyways, so I'm filming that weigh-in check-in video Saturday, because that's the day I weigh in. And I'm nervous because I know people who have known me for a long time, who have watched any of my videos, seen any of my posts. They know how indecisive I am. They know how back and forth I go with things, specifically weight loss. So it's kind of embarrassing because what if I quit again? Does that picture look crooked, or is it my camera that's kind of crooked? Whatever. Anyways, I made a Facebook post about it, and I was basically like, but what if this is the time? What if this is the time I stick with it and I go the mile, or whatever it's called? You know, what if this is that time? I want to document it just in case it is, and if it's not, chalk it up to a learning experience, I guess. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Alright, so I'm going to take, with that, I'll jump it out of the brush. I'm going to take the shade Wicked, which is this dark one here. It's actually at the bottom of the palette. And I'm going to put that on the outer corner. I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics number 6 brush. But yeah, I'm going to start filming those for accountability. And it is kind of frustrating because having borderline personality, you have very all or nothing thinking. Everything's all or nothing, black or white. Like, it's kind of frustrating, especially for those around me. So like, for example, this just happened yesterday. I ate pretty well all day. I didn't eat a ton throughout the day actually, which might have been kind of the problem. I don't get into that. But I tracked everything, and we were going to his mom's, and we had picked up like a couple Little Caesars pizzas for the kids because we were having like some meat on the grill, and the kids are like huge meat fans. And you know, like I said, I hadn't really eaten much all day, so I was really hungry. So we were waiting for the meat to get done, and I had a slice of pizza, no big deal. I tracked it, I moved on. One slice turned into 3. Again, no big deal, I just tracked it. And I did have a little bit of my dinner as well, but I was still within like my points for the day, so it was totally fine. And then we got the kids ice cream on the way home, and I got myself some. Don't know how many points it was, I didn't even track it, to be honest. And I could have just left it at that, but insomnia kicked in, everyone was asleep. I have a lot of anxious thoughts at night, so I was up thinking and worrying, and I do this every night, mind you. And I couldn't sleep, so I was watching TV, and I ate again, like, and not just a little snack, like I ate like a meal, and there was no reason for it. So it's kind of why I want to talk to my therapist once I get to know her, because she's new. We haven't met yet, and my doctor about the possibility of me having binge eating disorder, because there was no reason. Like, I wasn't hungry, you know. It was boredom and anxiety, and part of that is, yeah, I need to learn to control it, obviously. But yeah, I want to talk to him about that because it's frustrating. But at first I was like, man, I just posted that on Facebook today, and look at me already screwing it up. And like, I was in that mindset of guilt, and I was just upset and pissed off at myself. And then I stopped and I said, why am I in that frame of mind where I want to give up? Like, why give up? Like, okay, I ate too many calories today or whatever. I'm not going to eat too many tomorrow. It'll eventually average itself out. So maybe my weigh-in Saturday won't be great, but it's fine. Like, just move on. And it's really hard for me to have rational thoughts like that, especially in the moment. Like right now that it's been, you know, almost 24 hours since then. Ooh, that didn't happen. I'll have to blend that out. It's easier for me to think rationally now, but in the moment, it's hard for me to. So it's definitely something I'm going to speak with my new therapist about. Like I said, we haven't met yet. I finally got back in because I finally got my insurance back. So hopefully that works out well. All right, let's see. Normally I would go in with one of these 2 shades because y'all know I love warm shades, but I'm gonna try something a little more outside of my comfort zone. Ooh, those 2 would be really pretty together. All right, we're gonna start with the shade Rock On, which is this like olive green kind of metallic shade. Let me swatch it for you real quick. That's what it looks like on the finger. And this is what it looks like swatched on my hand. Super pretty. So I'm gonna put this like on the center, blending it in with that deep brown shade. And I'm not gonna go too far in because I want to do another color on the inner part. Super pretty. Not colors I normally use. This palette's pretty good, and I think the only reason I forgot about it is because I stuck it in a drawer, because it's colors that, like I said, I don't normally gravitate towards, but these are really, it's a really good formula, so I think I'm gonna keep this on my desk so I use it more. Definitely not throwing this one out. Okay, and then the next shade I want to use is called Pop Rock, which is the one down here at the bottom. Let me swatch that one for you. Looks like this on the finger. It's like it has a green undertone, like a green gold. It's kind of hard to explain. I'm sorry, Charlie is not screaming because she's in pain. She's screaming because she doesn't want to go to bed. Anyways, we're gonna put this on the inner corner. Oh, that blended together really nice too. Like, those 2 colors look really good together. I'm gonna go back in with Rock On, the darker green, and kind of gently tap over so it looks a little more blended. And then do the same thing with the lighter shade Pop Rock and go back and forth like that so they're more blended. Okay, and I do one more time want to go in with the shade The Wicked, which was that dark chocolatey brown. Kind of looks purple from up here. And just re-intensify that. Took EJ to the eye doctor today. This is random. I don't know why I thought of this. And he does indeed need glasses, which I'm not surprised. He's been squinting a lot lately. He's very, very nearsighted like me. So we ordered 2 pairs and he's gonna look so cute when he gets them. All right, let me wipe off this stuff. I'm almost out of makeup wipes. I have to do some. Wipe off these swatches. Ugh, my little cyst thingy. Look at that. It's like really bothering me lately. All right, so I'm gonna clean up under here, especially on this eye where like I can never get it right. All right, we're gonna move on to the face. Now the first product I'm gonna go into is not anything I forgot about. I actually just bought it today. But I want to use it to add some extra hydration to the face. Now, this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus 3-in-1 Primer Water. You guys know I loved the coconut one. Then I had the cucumber, and the smell of it made me gag. But I finished the bottle, and today I went to buy a new one, and they didn't have coconut. So it was either cucumber or the rose. So I got the rose. And I'm going to use this to add extra hydration. Oh, that smells not bad. Like, it's not as good as the coconut, but it's just a floral, rosy smell. So I'm gonna let that sit in for a moment. Oh my goodness. For primer, the reason I forgot about this is because it's so damn small. This is just a sample I got, I think, in like a Sephora thing. This is the Too Faced Hangover RX. I don't know if I like this enough to get like a full-size version of it because I think it's like somewhere between like $32 and $39, I think. Maybe more, I'm not sure. I mean, that's expensive. So I don't know. I haven't used it enough to know if it does anything in particular. Like a lot of primers, I'll be honest, I don't notice a huge difference. The One Heck of a Blot does keep my oils at bay. The Wet n Wild like dewy one does give me that glow, and then like the Photo or the Revlon Photo Ready pore reducing one does help reduce my pores. But most of my primers that I've used don't do that. Okay, let's move on to foundation. Now I didn't necessarily forget about this one because all of my foundations are kind of like, even before it was super organized, they were all in one area where I could see them, but this is one I never think about. So I put it in this video. This is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion. And this one is a shade too dark for me. This is the shade L2. So it's not gonna match. So I do have a little tan going on my arms, but I don't ever expose the rest of my body. And I'm going in with my It Cosmetics Love as the foundation brush. This is a really pretty foundation from the few times I've used it, but because the color is so off for me, I just forget about it, don't reach for it. So I guess this foundation would probably be better categorized under a video for makeup and outreach for, but here we are. That's why I don't normally do my brows first, but I did just for the sake of the video and saving time. I am gonna go in with a dry sponge to pat this out because I don't care for the way this foundation looks with a brush, but I'm already doing it. Alright, this doesn't have the, I'd say this is like a high medium coverage. I don't know what I'm talking about, like I'm reviewing it, but in case you wanted to know, we're just gonna leave it like that. I'm not gonna like pat it on. I am gonna take a dry Real Technique sponge and just pat over everything. Alright, like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to go in with the CoverGirl Outlast All Day Concealer. This formula is very watery, like very runny. Oh, my hair's all there. And this concealer doesn't have the greatest coverage. It's not bad by any means. It's just like if you want a lighter coverage concealer, like if you're not someone who likes full coverage, which I do, but looks fine. Like I do say this is a dewier concealer if you like that, which I am a little more into than I thought I would be, because for the longest time I had oily skin, so I never thought I would like dewy things, but my skin's getting drier as I get older. And I hate when my concealer looks dry. Hate it. So I kind of do like this one actually. Like especially if I were doing like a no makeup look, or like a natural makeup look. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight. I wasn't going to, but let's just do it. We're gonna do a little here because that shade is off for me. But this is a nice dewy concealer. It just doesn't have much coverage. And actually, I feel like this concealer might be a very similar color to this foundation. Now that I'm blending it out right there. All right. For loose powder, this one I truly forgot about because I was a little traumatized the first time I used it. I don't know if it was the foundation I used it with. I don't know. But it like severely darkened my under eye. So, ooh, actually I'm gonna use two different ones because the palette I'm using for bronzer also has a highlighting shade here in the middle. Not like a highlighter, but a highlighting powder, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna do one eye with that, and then the other one I was talking about is the It Cosmetics Loose Setting Powder. This is the Bye Bye Pores. I swear to God, it darkened under my eye by like a lot. All right, so on my left side, this eye, I'm going to use the It Cosmetics powder to set. Wish me luck. I swear I oxidized it. Like I said, it could have been the concealer or the foundation. I don't know, but let me tap this out. swear it like, I mean, it definitely mattified, obviously, it's a powder, but I swear it darkened it. But it doesn't look bad, so I'm not gonna get rid of that powder. I'm gonna test it out a little more, but I want to test this. This is the Essence Shape Your Face Contouring Palette. It says it's Ready Set Peach. It's like the shade or whatever. I'm going with this middle shade, which is like it's just a like light powdery shade. I don't know. We're gonna try that on the other eye and hope this doesn't have shimmer. It doesn't look like it does. See how we feel about it. It looks the same. I'm not gonna set the rest of my face because I actually like the dewier look. Neither of those powders are terrible. Neither of them are fantastic, but I want to keep the IT Cosmetics one because it's one of the few high-end products that I own. That sounds terrible, but it's true. Okay. Alright, before we move on to the rest of the face, let's go to the lower lash line. And I'm going to try to keep it fairly simple. I'm going to take the shade Too Wicked, which is the one I used on the outer corner. And I'm going to use that on the outer third of my lower lash line area. You know what I mean? This is the Vintage Cosmetics Company number, or step 3 brush. It looks like this. I like to use it to smoke stuff on the lower lash line. Smoke, smudge, you know what I mean. Like I said, I want to keep this on the outer, like, third, give or take. Ooh, it looks so good. This is one of my favorite eye looks I've ever done. Like, it looks very put together. All right, let's see, what do we want to do for eyeliner? Let's find an eyeliner I haven't reached for in a minute. This is the Smashbox Always On Gel Eyeliner in the shade Fishnet. I'm gonna just tightline with this. Giving it a very smoky look. Sorry. Ooh, I think this eye looks super pretty. I'm kind of impressed. I wish I had lashes, but I do not. Okay, now moving on to mascara. So I bought this mascara because my mother-in-law had posted about it on Facebook, and I'm like, okay, well, I have to try this. And the first time I tried it, I didn't like it. I was not impressed. It was very liquidy, like very wet. But it's been sitting for a while, so maybe it's thickened up a little. For whatever reason, maybe I'll like it this time. It is the Maybelline Snap Mascara. Looks like this. The packaging is kind of cute. It has little like eyelashes and eyeballs all over. But I really like the packaging. It's cute. The wand looks like this. So we're gonna try to get it 9. I'm trying to cut this part out, or I'll fast forward. I'll probably cut it out. We'll see. I don't hate it, but I'm also fairly sure I'm one of those people who is not a good judge of mascara because I have the thinnest, shortest, straightest eyelashes that I'm just not a good judge of mascara. It's fine, but like I said, I can't be the judge. Alright, we're gonna move on to bronzer. This is technically contour, but I think the shade's gonna work pretty well for bronzer for me. It's that Essence palette I talked about earlier, and this is the bronzer shade. I used it in my crease earlier, but I think it'll work fine as a bronzer for me. It'll be fine. So let's try this brush. This is the BH Cosmetics #1 brush, because I don't know what happened to my bronzer brush is right there. It was just down lower. But let's try this brush just because I already picked it up. It is a little dense, but I like that point that it has. So maybe we can bronze and contour at the same time. Ooh. I thought that shade was going to be a little dark, and it is. That's alright. Let's not forget I also did not set my foundation. It's intense, but I don't hate it. I kind of like it. It is intense. I'm gonna do something here in a minute. To maybe help a little. Let's take it on the temples and see how we like it there. It is a very dark color. I think it would look a little better if I had set my foundation, because it's kind of clinging to my foundation and kind of picking it up. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that there. I should have set my foundation. It's too late. From far away, it looks fine. Like close up though, I'm not sure. I don't mind that color, but it does do its job. Now I'm gonna do something dangerous. Something very, very dangerous. I'm gonna try my nose. This is just a tiny little Ulta eyeshadow brush. We're gonna see what we can do with my nose. I don't hate it. All right, let's put a little under the bottom lip. Supposedly it helps create a shadow. I don't know. All right, I am going to cheat and use my Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder real quick. This is cheating, I know. But I'm gonna bake right there. I normally don't really bake, but we're gonna. Right, so we're gonna leave that on there while we move on to blush. Now, this contour face palette from Essence has this like shimmery orange peachy blush that I don't think will look good. But I also have this Essence blush that I just found on clearance at some point. I just bought it, and it is the brightest. I don't know, Essence, what's up with these blushes? But we're gonna try them. I'm going to use my angled brush, and I'm going to lightly dust like back and forth just a couple times. And dust off the excess. I'm scared. I've used this once, but I can't remember. I'm sure it was crazy. And lightly dust this, sweeping backwards. It's a really faint pink shade because, like I said, I went in gently. Didn't want too much because I normally look like a clown. We know. There's a little pigment there. Ooh. All right, let's do highlight. I almost forgot about highlight, you guys. Ironically, because I almost forgot about this highlighting palette. This is the CoverGirl Trueland Super Stunner palette. Used it a couple times on my channel, but I kind of forgot about it. There's 3 shades, and they're all okay looking. I'm gonna go with the middle shade. They don't have names or anything. Let me find my highlighting brush. So like I said, we're gonna go in with this middle shade here. It is a very dusty highlight. Ooh, I did not mean to bring it that close to my eyeball. But here we are. I don't know if I've never used that middle one, but that's really intense. That was too much though. Let's just get a powder brush and just kind of blend that bitch out. No? Alright, we're intense today. It's fine. It's fine. It's a very intense highlight. It's pretty though, considering how dusty it is. Okay, let's go ahead and dust off this bake real quick. They're looking very bronzed and like kind of chiseled today, actually. I kind of like it. All right, last one on these lips. Let me. All right. For lips, I have a lot of lip products that I forgot about because I own a lot of lip products, like more than anything. But I found this Nude Sticks This is a lip and cheek pencil. This is the shade Kiss. Looks like a mauvey pink. Doesn't, I don't know if it goes with this eye look, but we're gonna put it on. That formula is super, super good. Like, I need more of these. I hate that you have to sharpen them, but no, I don't have any setting sprays that I forgot about. And you know that I'm just going to bend here in a little bit. So, but that is today's look, using products that I completely forgot about. I love this look a lot. That completes today's video. I love this look. Sorry, I'm looking at my screen, but like, I think it's super pretty. I feel like there was something I said I was gonna throw out and now I can't remember what it was. I'll remember when I edit this back, but almost everything I liked. I don't know why I forgot about it. I don't know why I had it hidden away. Like this eyeshadow palette, like the shades, like I said, are not something I normally lean towards, but they're all very pigmented. I love the metallic shades. They look beautiful. Like, I love this look. The foundation, I really like the foundation. I don't know why I don't wear it more, because the shade's not super off for me, and I don't know if it's because, I don't know, it looks okay, I think. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, the concealer is not very full coverage, but for an everyday look, no makeup look, that kind of thing, I do enjoy it, especially if you want a dewier concealer. But yeah, the only thing I really liked from this face thing is I actually do like the bronzing, like, contour shade. I think it looks really good. I think it looked a little better had I set my foundation, but I did not. The blush, it didn't really show up much. I don't know if I'll keep the blush or not, to be honest. This highlight though, like, why don't I use this more? This is really good, considering it's CoverGirl, which I know sounds bad, but CoverGirl does not have the greatest wrap of all the drugstore brands. But yeah, everything I think looks pretty good. The nude lipstick, or the lip and cheek pencil, I don't know why I don't use that more. Like, Nude Sticks is a very, very well-known brand. It's very good. I know Kathleen Lights loves them. I need to order more. Anyways, I'm rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave. Look forward to and stay tuned for my weigh-in check-in video. I hope this is the time, guys. I don't know if it will be, but if I think it will be, right? Anyways, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.